Dating is hard, period. But when you're polyamorous, meaning you're open to having romantic relationships with more than one person at a time, it can feel even harder. Our society tends to view monogamy as the default relationship design. So if you're into polyamory or other forms of non-monogamy, it's easy to feel like you're the only one out there. The growing interest in non-monogamy has been accompanied by a growing number of apps that specifically cater to polyamorous people. We've also seen some older apps, like Cupid, update their user interface to make it easier for polyamorous people to connect with like-minded partners. Every app on this list was either designed specifically for non-monogamous folks, or it's a mainstream dating app that has some way to filter searches for other poly people, whether it's through preset filters, tags, or an About Me section where you can describe your relationship style. Some of these poly dating apps even let you link your account with a partner, so you can search for matches as a unit. Here are the 9 best relationship apps for polyamorous folks. Feeld. If you're not monogamous, you know Feeld. Feeld is excellent because it's for all alternative relationship styles and very inclusive of kink and various desires. With Feeld, you can also create group chats with prospective singles, couples, or even more folks. Additionally, Feeld is one of those apps where you can link your profile with a partner's. Open. The name of this app makes it pretty clear that it's for non-monogamous folks. Open uses hashtags to help you find and connect with people with similar desires, kinks, and interests. Using hashtags is a unique way for people to connect over things you care about in a relationship. It's also an app made by non-monogamous people for non-monogamous people. OkCupid. OkCupid has been around for quite some time, but they were actually one of the first apps to update and offer non-monogamy options and filters. It also allows you to link with a partner. With its many questions it asks users, you can get as deep or as shallow as you want. And the questionnaire that determines compatibility is great for weeding out folks who are walking red flags. Hinge. Hinge has a relationship goals section where you can state if you're looking for long-term relationships, short-term ones, or both. More recently, it's introduced monogamous and non-monogamous as a filter and allows you to explain more about the exact type of non-monogamous relationship you want, so you can get really specific about your desires and the type of polyamorous relationship you're seeking. There's also a limited number of people you can match to and talk to in a day, so people are pickier on Hinge, and therefore take more time to seriously consider each profile, as opposed to engaging in trigger-happy swiping. So even though Hinge's tagline is the app that's designed to be deleted, it's actually becoming quite polyamory-friendly. Bloom Community. Bloom is a newer app, but it was indeed designed for alternative relationships. One of the interesting things about Bloom is that it helps you find local events and allows you to connect with folks who are also going. It's like an anti-miss connection. Tinder. People might ask why I'm still suggesting Tinder, but at the end of the day, dating apps are a numbers game. Tinder has the numbers. That said, we recommend listing in your profile right at the top that you're polyamorous so others know. You'll still likely get matches with monogamous folks who didn't read your profile carefully, but definitely fewer. Heado. While an app designed for those who love giving and receiving all pleasure, from inception, we've sought to ensure that Heado's features catered to the needs and desires of our polyamorous members, says Stephen Quater, founder of Heado and CEO of Experiment. For instance, you can filter searches by those who list being polyamorous non-monogamous. 3Fun. 3Fun is an app designed for couples and singles who are both open or looking for polyamorous situations and relationships. Since the app is for people seeking non-monogamous arrangements, there hasn't been the need to create non-monogamy filters. But for extra clarity about the specific type of poly relationship you are seeking, you can specify in your profile. Sniffies. Sniffies fosters a place for guys to experiment and explore their sexuality. While the app caters to casual and anonymous hookups among gay bi men, we've seen polyamorous guys use Sniffies to find a third, says Eli Martin, Chief Marketing Officer for Sniffies. A lot of guys on the app are into group play and threesomes, so it's not surprising when these supposed to be one-time fucks turn into something more, even a throuple.